Brian, hello, and so the start of the endgame begins. Indeed. Indeed, it is almost time. We're about to get started. I'm a little nervous, personally. Maybe that's warranted, maybe it's not. I suppose we'll find out together. All right. I did start a few minutes early, so we're just going to give everyone a few minutes to jump in. And we'll just kind of jam out to the menu music until then, right? Just kind of hang out. Take it easy. Groove a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully everyone's Monday is going pretty well. Mine's been pretty bog standard. It's almost boring in a way, but I guess that's not a bad thing. Boring is probably better than way too adventurous, if you know what I mean. Need to clear my throat. Might have to borrow a lozenge from someone. Oh, sorry. Just rearranging my desk for a quick second. That's better. Well, that should be better. Ba 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 ba. Oh. All right. I think we're just about ready to get started. I'm going to go ahead and switch over. Vanessa Rojas, hello. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We're switching on over to the gameplay of Library of Ruina. We're at level 40, not at 60. Mr. Kings, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, one and all. Welcome in. How are we? How are we doing tonight? Time to Ruina. Indeed, non-faked. Indeed. It is time to Ruina. How you doing? Vanessa, I'm doing well. How about yourself? It's a Monday, so, you know, can you call me BBG, please? 3D printing tips, I got you, BBG. Good. That's good to hear, Vanessa. Good to hear. See, the first obvious choice is to go Hana Association. However, Miranai scares me a little bit, so I'm not sure if we should just yet. Or if we should wait and spring for Hakma's Burrowing Heaven. How do we feel about that? What are we thinking? I know what I would rather do, but I also know that, you know, we got to make progress somewhere, whether it's Hakma balls or the main invitations. You know what I mean? You can do Tiferet realization. I can't. I think I did it already. I feel like I'm done with Tiferet. I could be wrong, but I feel like I am. Hakma is more important here? Okay. Oh, I didn't apply any pages! Oh, this is bad. Then what about Gaburas? Gaburas was the same way. I couldn't do it. We just messed up so bad. Just build some strong blocking decks and you'll be good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I don't know what this game is. Vanessa, this is Library of Ruina. It is the sequel game to Lobotomy Corporation. It's been an interesting experience, I will say. It's a deck builder, so if you like deck builders, you'll be right at home here. It's certainly an interesting experience, like I said. It's something, you know? You ever experience a video game and you're just like, huh. That's this one. Oh, yep. Yeah, so if you like a good deck builder, if you like a good kind of strange experience, then this one's got All of that and more. The offensive die on each page, offensive die of each combat page deals +2 to 3 damage. The first offensive, okay. Huh. Yeah, I feel like my yay page could go either way. At work, somebody got $60 on a dryer. You will never need the amount of time you'd get for $60 to dry clothes. Wow. Yeah, $60 worth of dried clothes. What is that? Like 4 days straight of just a dryer running? That's insane. That feels so... that feels so ridiculously over the top. Let's go with Alan's page, I have a feeling. Suppressed VA. Hello, welcome to the stream. I have a feeling we could do something here with this, because it's already got, you know, a little bit of block here and there. Seize Your Chance is definitely going to be a strong card here. Prod the Weakness is obviously not a bad move. Stiletto, I kind of wonder if we could take or leave it. Stiletto is blunt and die slash power reduced, so we definitely want to go edge on this one. Is it edge? No, it's not. Excuse me, it's will. Will make fine silk would have been interesting for this one, but will the prescript is definitely going to be the move here. Sturdy defense is a nice one to have. You know what? I do believe you're correct. It's just whether or not it pairs with... Oh, and it does pair. Okay, yeah, definitely. I almost wonder if we throw out Stiletto for now, and we throw in Sturdy Defense. Just for now, on Alan. And for Mika, I kind of wonder if the move shouldn't be... Well, there's always a Hana Fixer. Did you beat I Am Fire? No. Don't use just block die in your deck. You need a few offensive die as well. Oh, I did beat I Am Fire? He truly beat the fire? Is that Shao? I liked and subscribed. Vanessa, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to the Elite. That's right, Vanessa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shao. Yeah, okay, yeah, we did beat Shao. We did, in fact, beat Shao. We've got Irina we could throw in. Dong Huan would be an interesting inclusion because of Somber, and Emotional Turbulence is always an intriguing page. This one I have not set up yet. Purple Tear could be, but there's not enough. There's not only not enough, there's not a ton of block in general. Shao? I think Shao has so much block, it only makes sense to throw her in. Yeah, there we go. Let's try this. Hey, do the Elite thing for me too, because I subbed for like 5 months or something. Kath! Welcome to the Elite. Bit of a delay, 5-month delay, but you know, it is what it is. Peak, thank you, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not welcome, being a part. Subbed on YouTube here. Non-faked. Thank you for being part of the Elite. See, does it hit as hard? I don't know. Turd Mite, welcome back. What is good? All right, so pretty much all we need to do, excuse me, is block our asses off. So we're going to go there with Gap Attack. We will then follow up, probably with Dagger Press, I reckon. Followed by a Smoke Prick. And a Guidance of the Gears. Yep. Then maybe a Beyond. Combined with a single point stab. And what that should do is allow all these to go through and then a single point stab just to hit unopposed right there at the end. Is that the new seasonal Hong Lu Ego from Limbus Company? Probably. Hakmas are just gimmick Abnos. That makes sense. I beg to differ with his second Abno fight. Is this his second Abno fight? Or third? Anyway, here we go. Let's see how this unfolds. Ding. All right. There's the deflect we were looking to pick up. There's another one. All right. I think Beyond just completely went to waste there. Yeah, looks like it did. Okay, lesson learned on that one. So what needs to happen in reality is a sturdy defense here. Yeah. A smoking pipe here. And then end with an iron wall, I think. And the logic here is 3 dice will get expended. So that's 1 left here. That'll be 1 here. The dodge won't go anywhere. And that'll leave 2 here to be blocked, and then a final hit unopposed. Is how that is how it should play out. This is the first Abno and Hawkmo floor? Okay. There we... That's the stagger we were looking for. The other blocks will be completely unnecessary now, but we did stagger, which means we can now get free hits in, and we just need to do 82 damage, which should be relatively easy with burn applying. I'm thinking maybe Fleet Edge. Violent Flame. And last but not least, of course, I don't want to exhale smoke. I feel like that's a waste. Inflicting smoke here is kind of whatever. We just want the damage down, so there's that. All right. There we go. Page went unused, which means it should go back into our hand, and it looks like it did. Or at least it never got spent, I should say. Now this time, we're going to go prod... Just kidding, we're not going to prod the weakness. We're going to seize your chance. That'll be 2 to 2. We've got 3 dice with bleed attempting to come in. On this one, I kind of wonder if we shouldn't exhale smoke here. And then we can end with emotional turbulence. No, we can't. Interesting. Fierce Dragon Slash, then? Let's try that. Okay. All right. We did not get the deflects we needed or the ones we were looking for, so that's always good. That's always fun. You love to see it. This one, though, that'll go well for us. Another 3, which we will do Trace of Fumes to. And then a 2. The 1-2 will probably need to be Beyond. That should get us the stagger that we need. Keyword is should. Let's find out. All right. All right. We're this close to staggering. There we go. There it is. It's exactly what we needed. And now we're kind of just free to swing. I don't want to go too ham. And I want to take advantage of this moment to do some light gain. So maybe we go... We give ourselves a little smoke. Start of the scene, draw all copies of single point stab. That would be an interesting move. However, I feel like Graze the Grass makes a little more sense for that additional light gain. Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be the move here. We'll graze. Let's graze some grass, ladies and gentlemen. Let's graze some grass. All right. Yep, okay. I was going to say, I'm hoping we do enough damage. We did plenty. We didn't get to graze any grass, but that's okay. Because now we're down to our final small tree before we start swinging at the big one. Tim, Onic.exe Fagan. I started a new analog horror series called Pokemon Park. It almost sounds like Jurassic Park, but totally different. I've never heard of that. Pokemon Park. What is that on, Tim Fagan? Also, welcome to the stream. All right, we're going to run it back. Same thing. We're going to go Seize Your Chance. Seize Your Chance, toots. We're going to go probably Guidance. Just kidding. Trace of Fumes. Nope. No. Not like that. Trace of Fumes there. And then, Iron Wall. And hopefully that will be enough to really get the job done here. Let's see. Uh-huh. Yep. Nope. Okay. Yikes. We're not off to a great start. However, these things do stagger pretty easily. There we go. So we're getting closer. If you're using single point stab, you generally want to use multiple copies of it from my experience, because using one draws no other copies if you have no copies to draw. Is the goal for it to not draw them? I'm back. It's a vid. Oh, a video. Also, Vanessa, welcome back. Yeah, Brian, is the goal for me to not have any more single point stabs to draw? I may have missed or misunderstood that part of the mechanism, as it were. Let's start beyond this time. And then we will run, the vid is called PokemonPark.mp4. Interesting. I will have to look into that. I think maybe Sturdy Defense. And then, last but not least, Smoke Brick to really pick up on a couple of hits here. I know the design is bad, but I did good on acting. You acted in this? Like the cable car emoji, Vanessa? I did not even know that was emoji. The whole point of single point stab is to speed up your drawing by drawing every copy of it so you can use your 2 or 3 costs more reliably. You know what? That makes a painful amount of sense. Howdy. Hello, Master Flank. Welcome to the stream. Nice. We got the deflect. Let's go. That was kind of the only reason I was using Beyond. Igor, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sigh. It looks as horrid as ever. All right, here we go. This is the big move. This is the big one. Scout, hello. Welcome to the stream. Lots of cable cars. Once again, I didn't even know those were an emoji. We'll make our way up. Hey, it's the tree cutting simulator. Indeed. We've already cut down a few. This one appears to be a spine of some sorts leading into a brain with eyeballs everywhere, so that's fun. Think fast, chuckle nuts. I refuse to think fast. I'm an idiot. We need to match a 3 to 8 and a 5 to 9. 3 to 8, 5 to 9. And we are losing. We have 10 feeble somehow. How did I get so much feeble? What happened? All librarians are inflicted. While this character is active, all librarians are inflicted with 10 feeble. My God, decrease the power of offensive dice by 10. So nothing I do is going to matter except for block dice. So here I just need to sturdy defense. Probably there. Then I'll need to deep drag there. And then, last but not least, Iron Wall, perhaps? I would single point stab, but I need to wait while this character is active. No, I don't need to wait. I think we just need to stagger it into out of existence. Karis, I'm afraid to tell you this, but you've been flashbanged. You want to see a flashbang? Here. Chat, do you want me to flashbang myself real quick? Because I will. Here's a flashbang for you. I'm not ready for this. Ah! Okay. All right, we gotta turn that back down. Oh, it's hot. Ooh, sheesh. Was that bright or was that just me? Good Lord. I feel like my eyeballs are singed. Okay, I needed a moment. Sorry, I'm good. How are you today? Turdmite, my eyes are on fire, but good otherwise. How about you? That was bright? Yes. Good. I think I just made my eyes worse than they already were. My flashbang went off. Yes. There you go, Scout. Pretty good? Good. Good to hear. All right, let's just have this play out. Let's see how it goes. I'm very curious. All right, we blocked that successfully. I don't think we did that successfully, but that's okay. Nope. Yikes. There's the deflect we needed. Okay, so definitely, like you said, blocking pages are key here. So to begin, for this one, I kind of think maybe a prod the weakness so we can still do a little bit of damage, possibly. And then a fleet edge to there. We could also smoking pipe. And also we can go for deep drag. I don't know that deep drag makes a ton of sense here. But there's always, you can always try. Worst case, something doesn't go your way, and you just try again. Try again. Oh, Badger the boss. 'Tis I, Badger. Welcome, Badger, to the stream. I've successfully assembled a horrible death modded kill team. Very nice. Hey, Turdmite, hold my flashbang. Don't do it, it's a trap. Here we go. All right. Yikes. Okay. Not good. We have been deeply unsuccessful thus far. Okay. Wow. All right. We're kind of trash, aren't we? I kind of really want to do something here if we can help it. Let's try that. That. And that, just to be a little cheeky, just to see what happens. Also that. No, I think we full on. Never mind, we can't. So there. And guidance. And last but not least, let's do a fiery dragon. No, we save that for next turn. How about an iron wall? Let's see if we can draw out some more of those blocks with our own blocks. French, welcome to the stream. What is this format? This is the vertical format. This is primarily for mobile, is what it's intended for. That heavy as a spy. French, if you would like to see the full view, so to speak, you can head over to the YouTube channel, go to lives, and click on the other live stream that doesn't have the apostrophes in the title, and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to see everything. All right, I think we try to wrap this up here as quickly as possible with one strong hit in the form of Tau, and follow up with Jinni. Just kidding, we can't. Haha, I totally got you there. But what we could do is a fiery dragon, an exhale smoke, and I imagine at least some of this is going to be overkill. I don't care. I want this fucker dead. Gig. Guidance. Nope, just kidding. Let's do smoke prick. then guidance just in case. And go. Let's end it here, shall we? There's going to be 40-something worth of damage. I probably should have done more and could have done more, but it is what it is. We got it. Some of these modded pages are heinous, man. There's a one-cost Baku Madarade. Did I pronounce that correctly? Until you touch Library of Babel. Thank you, Mastiflink. Some of these modded pages are heinous, man. There's a one cost that draws 2 pages and has 2 dice with a min roll of like 5 and a max of 10. That's a dumb one cost. Ow, my back. I thought you were fighting someone's remains. Just about, yeah. Just about. Might as well have been.
뭐 이리 원하는 책이 많아.
늦게 깨어난 만큼 알아야 할 게 많다. 난 남들보다 늘 늦었으니까.
다른 사람보다 늙은 게 아니고?
시시한 비아냥이군.
이곳의 사서들은 모두 카르멘이라는 사람을 따랐다는데 너도 그 사람을 따라서 연구에 참여한 거야?
모두가 카르멘을 따랐지만 난 다른 사람을 따랐다. 로보토미를 세우고 엔젤라를 만든 아인이라는 사람이 있었지. 난 그를 믿었다. 다들 무언가를 믿고 있듯 나는 그 사람이 행하고자 하는 것이 옳다고 믿었어. 롤랑, 넌 믿고 있는 종교가 있나?
아니, 도시에 제대로 된 종교가 있나 싶고. 큰 종교라 해봤자 다들 돈만 밝히는데 뭐하러 믿나?
다르게 물어봐야겠군. 넌 무엇을 믿고 있지?
믿고 있는 거? 내가 언젠가 여기서 나갈 수 있다는 걸 믿고 있지.
그건 소망이고.
Simple enough.
그럼 난 믿고 있는 것 따위 없나 보다. 애초에 당장 제 앞길 찾는 것도 바쁜데 그런 걸 신경 쓸 겨를이 어디 있겠어. 꿈이든 믿음이든 지금 바로 도움받을 수 없는 걸 생각하고 돌이키는 행동 자체가 힘든 세상이지. 그러는 넌 믿고 있는 게 있나 봐.
난 선생님께서 원하시던 세상이 오리라는 것을 믿고 있다. 이 믿음 안에서 내 행동 원리를 결정하지.
어떤 사람이었길래 그렇게 헌신적이야?
먼 곳을 바라보는 사람이었다. 닿지 못할 곳에 닿으려는 사람이었어.
그건 카르멘이란 사람도 마찬가지 아니야?
다르지. 아인 씨는 기꺼이 악이라도 받아들이고자 했으니.
말 나온 김에 그 아인이라는 놈 난 이해할 수 없어. 애초에 죽은 사람들 억지로 꾸역꾸역 살려놓고 지하에서 소꿉놀이 할 뿐이었잖아.
소꿉놀이라는 말로 비유할 수 있는 가벼운 일이 아니다.
얼마나 대단한 걸 깨달았는지 몰라도 그 과정은 민폐덩어리 그 자체구만. 너희가 억지로 2번째 삶을 받아 로보토미에서 고통받은 것도 엔젤라가 저렇게 화나 있는 것도 다 그 인간 때문이잖아. 외부인으로서는 전혀 좋게 볼 수가 없단 말이지.
선생님은 그런데도 닦고자 했다. 어떻게든 채워 넣어 달아가는 삶을 견디고자 했다. 넌 모를 테지. 그 희생과 헌신을.
완전 광신도구만. 믿음은 연약한 사람의 눈을 멀게 하지.
눈이 먼 건 나뿐만이 아닌 것 같다만.
너보단 덜하다 임마.
Sorry, yikes. Roland seems to not be too big a fan of old Hakma. I guess they also have very pragmatic and different ways of looking at the world, so there's always that. I'll read those later. Just kidding. On a deflect, deal half of the block roll as physical damage to the opponent. Ooh, so Hakma's a block page. Got it. Oh, Blockma. No wonder. No wonder y'all keep saying that. You mean Haktua? Exactly. Haktua, spend light on that thing. That was the best I could come up with off the top of my head, okay? Deal 2 to 4 additional damage in a one-sided attack. In a clash, deal 3 to 6 less damage with attacks, but block dice power gain 1 to 3 power. Block dice gain 1 to 3 power. Deal and take twice as much stagger on a deflect. Ooh, that's a bold card, Cotton. Obtain the Book of Gloria. Roland and Hakma get in a fist fight. They both collapse before any punches are thrown. Gone wrong, ambulance called. I believe it. I believe it. All right, chat, what's the over-under that we survive this? Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait, is this the scripted fight? So I'm on this one. Oh, I don't remember this. They killed the ambulance for books. I mean, as they should, right? Okay, that's intimidating. The Reverberation Ensemble. You have to build the entire library for this fight? Oh, no! Oh, fuck! I recommend beating the later floors Abnos. I can't! Chesed. Obtain the Book of Martina and the Book of Bada. Completely social sciences. Where's Martina and Bada? I'd farm books out before you do Reverb Ensemble. I guess that's what we'll do today then. Are there any specific books you'd recommend I farm? Martina and Bada. Kane Office? We need to farm out books and do Abnos. Wait, no. At least 3 team, if I recall correctly. I mean, I fully believe you. I definitely don't have the books to burn right now. I do have Olivier. The problem is, I think last time we rolled, I said I wouldn't get his book. And I'm still not gonna. How much you want to bet? I'd be willing to bet an uncomfortable amount of money on the fact that I will not pull Olivier's book. And I want to be proven wrong so badly, but my luck just doesn't allow it. Yet again, here we are. Honestly, at a glance, I thought this said, like, Impregnation Ultimate. Oh, sheesh. After Image is cool, though. It's a powerful card. Anyway. Life without no grind, pain. Yan, off-screen to farm. Shao and PT are also good to farm off-screen. So don't go back and farm those now. Damn, you have made great progress in this game. We're getting there, little brother. Middle little brother. Mall, not mall. Male. Do what now? Alright, Martina and Bada, where are they going to be at? Martina and Bada. I feel like I'm already too far down. Early SOTC, far right. Oh, okay. I just had a... Okay, easy enough. Hod gets pregnant and every other character in every PM game, Maul Netzak. Ah, Kane, thank you. Kane Office. Thank you, Master Flank. Thank you, Badger. Brian speaks my language, because I did not remember what Kane Office looked like. And it looks like we have plenty of attempts at this, so that's good. You'll love to see that. We're definitely going to run Gabura with... we're going to have Leonius equipped with... Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Well, honestly, Dongguan wouldn't be terrible. Hello, Snowy. Welcome to the stream. Kane Office has obscene drip. I do agree. I finally got past Undying, the Undying boss fight. That sounds difficult, to say the least, Scout. All right. Here we go. Let's jump right on in and farm the hell out of Bada and Martina. Frankly speaking, I've got Nemo's stuff. He can go. She is hard to beat. It sounds like it. I'm now getting the notification. Let's go. Nice. Good. Congratulations, Snowy. I'm glad you're getting our notifications. Red Mist versus Chat GPT. True. There's not a more accurate description of this fight, I don't think, Mastifoink. Alright, we need a really strong start to get through that 2 to 9. There we go. Easy enough. And for that, let's go with a 3 to 7, 2 to 5 energy conversion. You're going to resist slash? So instead of level slash, let's do upstanding to you. You'll see you block that. Sorry, my cat is shouting at me. I love when cats do that. It's so funny to me. We're going to go level slash unopposed to Bada. And clashing with devastating thrash, we will use Trace of Fumes. And to energy shield, we will Guidance of the Gears. And you know what? Let's actually swap those. Let's go Trace of Fumes to there. Guidance of the Gears there, just so everything plays out correctly. And by correctly, I just mean the order in which we want them to. You lose that, and you lose the next one. Told you. Alright, Bada's gone up. Bada got a nice slam on us. Martina's going up. Okay. You can also farm some of the earlier SOTC stuff, like Church of Gears from Blue Reverb, Index Proxies, Thumb, etc. So I'm going to need like a full-on army, is what you're getting, is what you're telling me. Brian, are you in the Discord? Would you mind sending this stuff there? Like the off-screen farming? I won't have time to do it this week. We may realistically have to farm on stream, I'm not even kidding. I've got a whole script to write, and then I've got to record. You need at most 20 pages. I think I have that. I just don't know if I have the books to fill those pages, if that makes sense. God, out of context, that would sound so backwards and strange. Let's prod the weakness. Just kidding, I can't. I do have some tips, but they may be a bit spoilers. Brian, it would be appreciated. At most 20 key pages, but combat pages are necessary. Yeah, that makes sense. Badger, if you could avoid spoilers, that would be awesome. But any advice, any spoiler-free advice, I would never turn down. We're going to let Luis take the hit there. The threefer, let's go with maybe upstanding slash. And then level slash, perhaps. Yeah, I feel like you can survive that pretty well. And here we will... Oh, you're doing 2 uncanny strikes, huh? Maybe we'll share the love then. Let's go here. Da-dum. Bam, ba, bam, wap, ba, ba. Ba-da-da-dum. 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 Wow, wow, wow. And I only have 98% done. Wait, I think 99% now? In what? What are you talking about, Snowy? Vampirism! To Geb. Ba-da-da-da. I'm Henry Stickmin. What is Henry Stickmin? I need 9 more bios out of the 222. I don't follow, but best of luck in earning those. Damn it, another uncanny strike is pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. I kind of feel like we might let that through, though. You don't have enough charge. And you're probably getting staggered by this. Man, it seems like the same goes to you. Devastating Thrash. Spend 4 charge to boost all dice power by 2. Huh. That's a pretty heavy-hitting page. Oops. Alright. Whoa, Gabura, chill. Holy cow. So wait, why aren't we realizing everything right now? I don't have Bada or Martina pages left. I was probably told early on that I didn't need their pages, so I burned them all. So, realizations can currently not happen. Like, I literally just don't have the option to, because I don't have the required books. But that will change here in just a moment. We're gonna finish off Nemo. Doubly so. We'll make absolute certain. And for Energy Shield, let's go Seize Your Chance. For Absorb Impact, we just need a strong 2. Let's go with that. Just to toy with them a little bit. Didn't know you had to actively have those pages to do it. I thought you just had to earn it. Very bizarre. Yeah, it seems like you have to have the page in your possession, which is a little annoying, of course, but here we are. After stream, I can show you on Discord if you want. I'm not opposed, but I will be eating dinner after stream, so it'll depend on how long that all takes me. And by that all, I mean dinner. I've got a script to work on, shower, and I've been taking notes on Summer Game Fest because I kind of want to talk about some of the stuff that was announced there. So, a busy evening and a busy week ahead of me. Did you do Bayard General yet? That doesn't sound familiar, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Honestly, I think we just stand and wait. Well, then again, Bada guarantees essentially 3 copies, and if we kill Nemo, they'll both go up quite a bit. I think we take out... We go ahead and try to take Bada out here. We let you... And we just let her clash with our slash dice, and that might be too much in and of itself, honestly. Let's see. Alright, that killed. That killed. And slash counter dice also killed. Alright. Gabura, a little too strong, I will say. The counter dice? Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen, but it is what it is. Just generally grab some extra copies... books of the bosses from SOTC. The lower tiered stuff can also be farmed if you feel you're lacking certain combat pages. Good to know. There's Chesed, The Road Home, and Scaredy Cat. Interesting. The Road Home and Scaredy Cat. Ba 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 bum. Hey, Karos, what's up? Hey, Hez, welcome to the stream. We are slowly making our way through some realizations. What's up with you? Do we have anything for this yet? Use a combat page, discard a random page from hand, restore 1 light. After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger resist, deal stagger. After staggering an enemy... Copy 2 pages owned by that enemy and add them to the library's hand with 2 less cost. Copy pages are exhausted on use. Boost the power of offensive dice if the librarian has 3 or more light. After dealing 15 damage, reduce the cost of 2 with the most expensive pages in hand. When attacking a target that has more light than librarian, offensive dice. Okay. So maybe our discard page? Is that Arena? Draw a page upon discarding. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this fight. I don't like when y'all say that. How was the Yan and Xiao fight? They were interesting. I didn't get enough of either of them, so we're gonna have to go back and fight them again. But they were definitely very interesting fights. Speak the devil. Let's go with Xiao here. Let's do Alan maybe here. And for Lewis, let's go Yay. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, I said, good luck, buddy. Dum, dum, dum. Sorry? Well, what are you gonna do? We gotta get through them, right? I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Looking ass. Rar. And what do you got going on? Let's go together! Play tag. Alright. Let's go together. On the first scene of the battle spawns the home and uses a mass attack page that applies the status Yellow Brick Road to its target. What in the Oz? Personally recommend farming Yan in particular because he gives you one, if not the best, light regeneration pages. Interesting. Okay. Like I said, I don't know that I'll have time to even off-screen grind it all. That may literally have to be just a Friday, part of the Friday stream. I don't know that I'll have time to do anything other than work on stuff in my free time this week. Because like I said, I've got the script. I've got this video I'm wanting to do for Summer Games Fest. And then there's actually editing the Free Game Friday. Bless, sorry about that. It is what it is. I mean, I choose it. I could just not, but here we are. Gain strength equal to the amount of times the road to home was what? Attacked. Okay. The counter goes up whenever the page targeting the home is canceled. If this reaches 3, a powerful combat page is used in the following scene. Okay. Well, I guess we know what we need to do. Ooh. Sorry about that. It's been a long week. And it's Monday. Someone explain that one to me. I wonder if instead of Smoke Prick we do Trace. Let that keep going through there. Now here we need to get a little tricky. We need to offset the mass individual of 3 6s. 3 to 6. Oh, and Final Stroke does that. When discarded, yeah, Final Stroke's perfect here. And right here would probably need to be, and probably better off being, Emotional Turbulence. Emotional Turbulence. Anyone? Anyone? I stay yawning, I swear. I get it. I'm glad you get it. Thank you. Glad someone understands me. After the abnormalities attacks towards home has been canceled 2 times, uses a mass attack. You wicked wizard. The following scene. If any librarian is hit by the attack, the home is spawned next scene. And repeats the previous behavior. If no librarian is damaged by the attack, the abnormality becomes staggered next scene. Interesting. Okay. On the second scene, use the combat page friends. Let's go home, targeting the home and the librarians with Yellow Brick Road. If the combat page hits home, the battle is lost. Ho! The attack on the home is canceled if all librarians with Yellow Brick Road win the clash against friends. Let's go home. Just win your clashes? I'll try, but we're not off to a great start. Yikes. I think one of us has Yellow Brick Road now. It would seem. What's up? I'm back. Welcome back, Turdmite. Lolang, why do one of your librarians have the hook fixer key page? It's just the look. It is just the visual shader, Lolang. Let me show you. We've got a pretty good page here. It's a stiletto page. Yeah. Whew. Holy cow, I'm tired. Yellow Brick Road is applied to 2 librarians. So it would seem Scaredy Cat gains +5 power when attacking this character. So pull all of that off. Stagger target. The battle is lost. The attack hits the home. Oh man, it's really gonna hurt if that hits home. If it hits home. If it hits home. Oh. Sorry. I'm feeling a little out of it. If you can't tell. You just win clashes. Yeah, you know, easier said than done without enough key pages, but I am picking up what it is that you are putting down, my good sir. Therefore, I kind of wonder. On hit stagger target, battle's lost. Huh. Yeah, I feel like maybe deep drag makes more sense here, just to guarantee we don't... Oh! How's that work? So, in that case, can I... No. Cannot be redirected. How do you avoid... What? Well, then I lose. I mean, I literally just lose there. There's no other way to, like... There's no way around it. I just don't win. Huh. What an interestingly strange key page. Can't redirect, but you can clash with the original targets. I don't know what that means. I kind of thought maybe you were hinting at I could control the house, but I cannot. It happens to everybody. I'm tired, so yeah, I'm probably missing something. Oh, I just saw a symbol. Hold on. I might know what I missed. After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger resist. That's going to be both of you for the foreseeable future. With a higher amount of stagger resist, deal 2 to 4 bonus stagger damage and recover. We're going to give that to you. You need it the most. This counter. The counter goes up whenever the page targeting the home is canceled. If this reaches 3, a powerful combat page is used the following scene. Home that cannot be reached 1 must prevent damage. Let's go together. So it reset. Spawns the home and uses a mass attack page that applies the status yellow brick road. Okay. We got another mass individual here. I think it only makes sense to go coordinated assault. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Vanessa. How are you? Shuffle hands is not what we want to use here, but it is kind of our only option. So maybe we shuffle hands there. And then that's it for that page. Good. It's glad. I'm glad to hear it. That's good. I don't know. I tried to say 2 things at once there. Sorry. Whew. Sheesh. All right. Still can't exhale smoke, so I think for now we just got into the gears because that is literally my only choice. And that'll be that. Come on. Okay. Really? I'm starting to think it was always pointless to hit that thing. Cartier. After dealing 15 or more damage to enemies in a single scene, reduce the cost of the 2 most expensive pages in hand by 1. On kill, reduce the cost to 0 instead. Cost reduction is reset when the pages are used. Oh, excuse me. Whenever the librarian uses a page, discard a random page from hand. Who's our discard again? You, I believe. Yep. Yeah. Nothing does anything. Is immune to all types of damage until the road home dies. You are the road home, so we should have been targeting you hardcore the whole time. That's great. Cowardly. All resistance change the fatal and max HP is reduced. The number of speed dice and combat pages also change. So the kitty is a little threatening until you're gone. Friends, let's go home. All right, so we just got to outdo this again. I feel pretty good about a 3 to 9 right there. Keyword is pretty good, of course. Beyond, I think we go here. We let a couple things go unopposed for those sweet, sweet counter block dice. Another 4 to 4. We can't redirect it, and one of these will get discarded. So which one gives us the best discard effect? We could draw a page, or we could give haste to all allies. And now we go ham. Okay. Uh-huh. Good job. Not great. Okay. Rough. Or should I say meow? Ouch. Meouch. You don't target the little one until she's fatal. The cat gets stronger the more you try to bully his friend. Well, the cat's not taking any freaking damage, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. But so far, so good. You wicked wizard. Mass summation. If any librarian is hit, the home is spawned next scene. Otherwise, user becomes staggered next scene, and home is spawned in the next scene after. Son of a bitch. Chesed ruined this for us. We could have just not screwed up. But here we are. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it all, some bitch. Ain't that just great? Wow, that's... A key part of this fight is not getting staggered. Getting staggered during the let's go home is an instant loss, and during the mass attack, it messes up a cycle. You know what? I can tell. Fuck! Is all I have to say to that. Son of a bitch. Oh, this sucks. Go big or go home. Let's just try to end her. See what happens. If I can recommend something, the Mind Hauler passive from the sweepers will likely help a fair bit. I think it's already been assigned to Gabura and a couple of other necessary places. But I'm not opposed to moving it if I have to, which from the sound of it, I might. Nice. Alright. The home, I guess, is just back now. Let's go together. Mass individual. And we don't have a 3 cost here, so I blew my load too soon. You love to see it. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and use single point stab. I guess here. Also, the kitty has a suspiciously damaged health bar for something that doesn't take damage. Yeah, I imagine it's from the burn and the clashes. This fight wasn't hard for me, TBH. Risk and Abyss, welcome to the stream. I hope that ends up being the case for me, but I am suspicious at the moment. I'm suspicious and a bit stitious. Just a little stitious, a smidge. You feel? Let's go sturdy defense. Then extract. Yup. Then gap. Yup. Okay. The line was the major problem, TBH. Yeah. Yeah. I think this turn we just don't bother her. Unfortunately. I want to. I want to bother her real bad. I want to get all up in her fucking business. But we kind of can't. So to that end, what's this doing? Final stroke. Where was it that we were struggling? Here. and here. I think we let that go through, let that clash. So here we need to clash with Exhale Smoke. Okay. I don't think this goes our way, but we'll try it. All right, there we go. Uh-huh. Still somehow got Yellow Brick Road. Oh, boy. Still no real damage taken, just some deflected stagger. Okay. None of us have been staggered again yet, but one of us is on the literal verge of it. So that's cool. You'll love to see it. A 3-7 to a 4-4 aren't great odds, but they're kind of the only odds that we can... They're the only odds for us right now. It's kind of all there is to it. 5 to 10 against 4-4, that should go pretty well for us. There's some things I learned in this fight, is that you can nuke her down during her mass attack. That can insta-kill the house and deal chunky damage without triggering the lion's power-up passive. That is actually good to know. I will keep that in mind. For the time being, I think we go here, here, and here. Oh, I thought I assigned to that. All right. Thought I'd already done that. That's going to be every single attack we can do. The rest will just have to be allowed through, unfortunately. All right. Uh-huh. Excuse me. Okay. Yep. Fair enough. Unfortunate, but fair enough. You've got one bound on you. You're using Let's Go Together. Because during certain phases of the fight, the lion's passive just doesn't trigger due to the mass attack that kills the house. Just turns it off, LOL. Interesting. Your words intrigue me. Yes. But of course. I think we go here. I think we go here. It's risky, but I think we go there. There makes sense a little bit. As a mass individual with 3. I think we go gap attack. Then dagger press out of desperation. Kinda don't have another choice. But oh, excuse me. Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Go before I overthink it. First one went through. Second one's blocked. Second one's third blocked. Okay. Yikes! Those block dice are OP as hell. Okay. Lion might get staggered out of pure luck. It has not been intentional this entire time, but there is very obvious stagger damage being applied. At the start of the scene, boost the power of offensive dice by 1 or 2. For the scene, if the librarian has 3 or more light. Who just went up in emotion level? They've all been 3 except Chesed. I think that's who gets this. Booyah. Okay. I didn't know for sure if that would make sense, but I'm glad it did. A 3 to 6 against a 4 is risky. but is also necessary. We literally don't have a choice. Same thing with the 3 to 7. And I can't get any light gain because we are low-key starved for light in this current economy. This is the attack I was talking about. Friends, let's go home. Yeah, the problem is I can't do anything now, and I don't even have any key pages if I could. Well, I've got that one. Alright. Goodbye, Shao, aka Rogan. So sorry. Oh, wow, okay. There was literally just nothing I could do there. It's incredibly unfortunate, but it also completely checks out. This is about to be so much damage. Oh, okay. I really thought Shao was a goner. Like 100% of the time. You wicked witch. A warm heart 1. Boost offensive dice by 1 or 2 if the character is 3 or more light at the start of the combat phase. Sweet. What is this? 10-10? Mass summation? So we're good just about no matter what. What deck archetype is Kiri using? Kiri is using... Kiri is using a Singleton Pierce Focus. The gig is essentially just for light gain, but that should probably be swapped for Graze if it's not already in here, to be honest. Accursed Feline, true. True. I don't like this thing. What in tarnation is a deck archetype? Stab Singleton, yep. That's the one, Stab Singleton. We used way more word than necessary. Life insurance, mass individual, single use. Inflict 2 disarm, 2 bind, yada yada yada. What's really unfortunate is I think I genuinely need to use this. I don't know for sure. We'll come back to that. My options are life insurance or relay, and relay is not going to really do enough damage, whereas coordinated assault pretty much gets the job done guaranteed. Better than failing here. If you fail here, at least you know that you can nuke her down during Let's Go Home Together. Mass attacks can't clash with mass attacks, but if I could just do a straight 5 to 10 free damage, or 7 to 10 free damage, that could mean the difference between staggering her and not before hers goes off. I don't know for sure if that's how that works. I'm talking out of my ass. Literally can't do anything with that, so you're getting staggered, buddy. If any librarian is hit, the home is spawned next scene. Otherwise, user becomes staggered next scene, and home is spawned after. And home is spawned the scene after. So we won't successfully stagger, which we probably could have deduced as is, but there was still a tinge of hope in my heart. Chat, we cooked. Did we cook or are we cooked? I'm pretty sure they go off one after the other. I think you're right. Yikes. She just dropped the fucking house on us. There we go. There's something. Okay. Alright. Goodbye, Chesed. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Alright, home that cannot be reached. The counter does not go up whenever the page targeting the home is cancelled. We got another Let's Go Together, Mass Individual, and we have 1 friggin' light to spend. Sheesh, this is a pain in the ass. We pretty much have no choice but to gap attack. We can't do anything there because reasons. No light regeneration. We're broke in this economy. True, true. It's so accurate to real life. OMG, that's crazy, bro. I don't really know what to do here, so we're just gonna press space bar. Hoop, there it is. Hoop, there it is. They both got it now. Let's go. Let's go. We've got dog shit rolls. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We're about to get staggered again. Yeah, come on. There it is. That's with strength 3, by the way. Or haste 3, sorry. So never mind. That doesn't make a ton of difference. Let's go home. All I can do is Fiery Dragon. I'll try it, but I doubt it works. Stagger the target. He's already staggered, bitch. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. There's nothing more we can do. Let's go. All right. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Yikes. And gone. You're dying to a lost child and her pet cat? You're not joking, though. I literally just did lose to a lost child and her pet cat. So, you know. Consider making Chesed the Purple Tear in the future, I guess? Is that the suggestion? Is that like the suggested page for... for Chesed? Let's see, the light regen on Xiao, or the lack of it, needs to be studied. Who was it that needed reworked? You do. Instead of Gig, we need to give you... probably... No, not Brace Up. Not Godspeed. Forward March is good, but not on a stiletto page. I mean, it essentially just needs to be Graze the Grass, frankly speaking. There's not really like another sensible option, really. There's Frontal Assault. Raise Up is indeed a very good page. Consistency is best here. Is Brace Up better than Graze, though? Because we're looking for light gain. If you end up with no pages in hand, you can draw 2 without having to discard the 1. That doesn't happen often for Alan, I don't feel. At least I think that's how it goes. No, you're right. Discard a random page. If there's no page to discard, I imagine it still pops, but I don't know for sure. And I say that because they are detached. So draw 2 pages happens, it seems like, regardless of whether or not a page is discarded. Go Graze, we need light regen. That makes sense to me as well. I'm going to get rid of Gig. I'm going to go Graze. Because anything that's not Stab here is losing power, whereas Pierce is gaining. Yeah, this page wants to be all Stab real bad. Yay, I'm just not sure. Smoking Pipe for the light gain is nice. I just don't know if it makes sense anymore. Remember when she uses Let's Go Home together, nuke her down to try and stagger Lion. That is a fair point and a good reminder. Half the amount of status ailments on self rounded up. Double-edged encounter. Smoke is not very good for realization since many of them rely on stagger mechanics instead of chip damage. I see. Okay, Brian. So, I think then what happens, or what should happen... What should happen is... For yay, we do... I think we do loss of senses. Possibly instead of exhale smoke. I think we do that. Just for future reference. We're working on Tiffy's floor? No, Tiff is done. Augury is a solid page, especially with Mita and I's key page. Oh, the strength gain. Yeah, that is interesting. Do I even have Mita and I? Genuinely can't remember. I don't think I do. Yeah, no, I literally do not have Mita and I. At least not yet. That could change. It's just... it's just not going to at the moment. That's a shame. Hana key pages are solid. Yeah, that's my whole run. Solid pages that I don't yet have. You might not have Mita and I knowing your luck. I literally don't because of my luck. Pretty sure they get +1 base light too. Thanks for adding salt in the wound there, Badger. I forgot Road Home is Cheeseboard's floor. Yep. Alright, so we got Purple Tear. I feel like Xiao maybe gets replaced by Dong Huan. Whoop, shit. Dong Huan. Lewis had Ye before. And honestly, I feel like Alan might be fine for now. Yeah, I don't really know about discard pages yet. I've either got mine set up in a weird way, or I just don't know how to use them utilize them properly. You got this? Thank you, Frisk. We'll see. We shall see. We are level 50 out of 60, so that's cool. We're 10 levels shy of max. Did we unlock anything? No? That's fine. We know the blue reverberation is here. Yeah, for some reason the game keeps deciding to hide it. Here we go. Do you have the Hana and Messenger passive attributed? They're very strong. No, I don't think so. Kyle, it also depends on what passive you're talking about. I may not even have the page for it. Okay, let's go together. I guess this is where I absolutely bombard her ass. Except she's got, 4 trigrams. I feel like I do have at least... I may have 4 pages with that. The 4 trigrams and Typewriter's Messenger. 4 trigrams, definitely. The Messenger, I'm not sure about. They're free light regen and power. That is intriguing. Alright, so we'll go there. We'll go... there. Okay. Oh, well, that's annoying, isn't it? Four trigrams on every Hana page, even the generic moon ones. You don't bombard her. Just slam all your pages onto the line until she does the one where you lose if you don't clash it. I'm getting conflicting messaging in chat. I'm going to be honest. Very conflicting. I want a multi-slash here, but it doesn't make a ton of sense. Except for the page draw. I'm not going to benefit from light gain at all, though. And that kind of sucks. But I think Gig might be better anyway for the clash. Basically, conserve as much light and as many pages as possible until she uses her big attack. The lion gains power from you attacking the girl. So, prod the weakness on the lion, then. And for that matter, probably will the prescript also. Attack the girl during Let's Go Home Together? When? Friends, Let's Go Home? Or Let's Go Together? Because you kind of did a hybrid of the two. The other mass attack. Okay. There we go. All right. Damn. We stay getting Yellow Brick Road, don't we? Let's Go Home Together is the one where she staggers herself. The 10 damage. I'm still doing no damage to that fucking lion again. Doesn't help that I'm rolling terribly against it. Bricked up. Yellow Brick Road up. Yellow Bricked... Whatever. I'm tired. That's you, Wicked Wizard. Not Let's Go Home Together. So friends, let's go home. Stagger target. The battle is lost if the attack hits the home. So this is the one where we bombard. Even though the Scaredy Cat gains +5 power against this. If all attacks of friends, let's go home, fail to hit the target with this status, the road home's last attack is canceled. If all attacks of friends, let's go home. No. I am so tired, and I apologize for my stupidity. So I just need to make sure neither of these hit is my primary focus then. And if I do this, I'll get that block dice to roll over. I can recover from some stagger. I don't think I've ever been more confused by chat in my life, to be honest. We could deep drag, except we can't. Psych gotcha. We have to do this. Is that on hit? Son of a... Ooh, okay. That one might just go through. Oh, man, that sucks. That really puts a bee in my bonnet. Damn it. Okay. Just clash, win those two, then focus on saving pages to beat the summation while diverting damage from the two marked librarians. Yeah, okay, that's kind of been my goal. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Alright. Still not getting much done here, but... is what it is. So that one didn't go through. The second one is the one that matters. Okay, that was deflected. So that should have went fine. After staggering an enemy... After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger... Gleaning to you. Never overcommit to the line and beat up the little girl. You won't get much done until stagger. What am I supposed to do? Because I keep hearing... Don't hit the girl, the lion gets stronger. I keep hearing beat up the little girl, then kill the lion. I don't... It gains based on the number of attacks this scene. Don't hit the girl until she staggers herself. Okay, how do I get to that status? Because I'm so sick of this abnormality already. After the abnormality's attack towards home has been canceled 2 times. Okay. Alright, it's a mass individual. I just have to outroll. On Clash Win. Would duel apply here? You gotta prevent the house from hitting here. Don't duel. Okay, repressed flesh it is. Well, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Repressed Flesh is the move. And we will go Lion into that, or into the Lion with that. Then you're the focus. 363636. 363636. Little close. Is Smoke Prick any better? Not by a ton. Loss of Senses is really good, though. Loss of Senses is probably going to be the move here. And I think we put that on you. And then we can Smoking Pipe just to kind of defend ourselves a little bit. During the first 2 cycles, you just focus on Clash winning the mass individuals. When she changes behavior to use mass summation, you can just all in her because she should stagger easily. Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to defend myself against this Lion with 1 other key page, and then I'm just going to not do anything more than I have to. Because from the sound of it, that's what you're wanting me to do anyway. So that. Which means he just sits. We don't need to clash into play tag. We just leave it alone. We let you sit ready for full damage next turn. Alright. Yep. Yep. I don't know how that ended up happening, but alright. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so during this attack, the Lion's power gain passive turns off. That makes sense. Because I didn't really do anything to her, I just defended myself. After dealing 15 or more damage to enemies in a single scene, reduce the cost of the pages. When attacking a target that has more light than Librarian, offensive dice gain power equal to the number of light the target has. I don't even know how much light y'all have. Let's just go Cartier again. Alright. Friends, let's go home. Stagger target. The battle is lost if the attack hits the home. Have you ever read The Wizard of Oz, the original series? No, but I have watched the movie, if that counts for anything. I kind of think maybe... Deep Drag is just the safest move, unfortunately. And then against this, Duel is probably the safest. Yeah, I feel like Duel is... Well, Strike Down. Strike Down probably makes the most sense. And then we want to distract Lion from attacking either of them. So we need to basically pull all pages of the Lions away from them onto our other characters. Like so. And then Somber to here. And Multi-Slash to here. Kind of like that. Ah, you won't recognize the next abnormality then. Go figure. I am but an American. I think maybe we still multi-slash just for the page draw and light gain. I think the difference is we do try to defend ourselves with Gig. Because that's better than just sitting there taking it. And we'll get light gain from it. Well, never mind. The light gain won't... Whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to overthink it. Let's just let it go through and see what happens. Outroll, little bitch. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Now we just need the second one to outroll. There we go. Perfect. Applying some bleed, applying some burn. Let's go, dude. You wicked wizard, if any librarian is hit, the home is spawned next scene. Otherwise, user becomes staggered next scene, and home is spawned after. Now is when we have to do 10 or more. On the first thing, which really sucks because I'm not sure I have anyone that's capable of that right now. Prod the weakness is the closest we have. That just doesn't do enough. That so sucks. How do I not have anything capable? Take 2 less damage from any attacks. It's a summation? Oh shit, okay, cool, thank you. Thank you for that reminder because I just completely forgot. In that case, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Prod the weakness, wins that every time. Annihilate that youngin'. Thank you, Badger. Badger, you... You're right, Brian. It was a summation. I'm an idiot. That's kind of all there is to this. Are you sensing a pattern yet? Do you remember me? Malachi Mills. Indeed, I do. Welcome to the stream. We'll prod the weakness there. We're just waiting out a stagger, right? So in that case, we duel. Well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We will the prescript. Okay. Then we will the prescript again. And then, what game are you playing by chance? This game is called Library of Ruina. 3, 6, 10. We roll minimum. We tie it. Is there a better chance? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, of course they're identical. Why wouldn't they be? I think Smoke Prick for some reason feels better. I don't have a good reason for why. Okay. Let's just make sure we're defending ourselves properly everywhere. We've got a 10-10. That outrolls. That outrolls, that outrolls, that outrolls. Strength. Still, I always assume the lowest roll and the smallest number. Even if it's not literally the smallest number, I always assume the smallest number because I can and will roll lowest if it's a possibility. Brian has seen it firsthand. You win ties anyways, LOL? Oh, you know what? That is something I got to get used to remembering, and that is a good point. Wow. Wow. Murphy's Law? It is. It is. I suffer from Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is a condition for me. Ties are counted as wins, at least in Ruina. You can win at this time. Here we go, then. We're clashing with the lion everywhere, and we should win that mass summation every time. Boom, there it is. Drop the house again, bitch. See what happens. I barely even felt that. There's Prod the weakness. There's Will the prescripts. Okay. Okay. All right. And at the start of the scene, boost the power of offensive dice by 1 or 2 addition for the scene if the librarian is 3 or more light. I think that's going to be Chesed. Indeed it is. And she is now staggered. So now we just all in. Now forward charge. Murphy's Law, Chekhov's Gun, Occam's Razor. Too many riders and their titles. Yeah, so there's Murphy's Law, Chekhov's Gun, Occam's Razor, and Karos's Luck. Those are the 4. Those are the 4 you'll learn about in movie class. Mike's Hard Lemonade. That one too. Can't forget Mike's. Mike's Hard. Alertness. I just noticed the fucking scorpion tail from alert from this card. Yum, indeed. Thy end is now, evil child. Indeed, indeed it is. Inflict, that's going to be a bunch of freaking fragile. Should I try to block that, or do I all in the child? It feels like it could get sketchy going both ways. It's a ranged dice. Manticore or something? Yeah, Manticore sounds right. Ignore it? Okay. Just all in the child. All right, here we go. Mangle. The damage is negligible? I guess. Maybe to you. Looks a little scary to me with all that feeble. Use 2 dice. So use a strong dice if you want. Use 2 dice? Like to defend myself, you're saying? Alright, we're all ending the child. Alright, Frisk. I'm going against my better judgment and seeing what happens. There we go. Come on, you dumb little bitch. Please die. For the love of God. Thank the good Lord above. Meow! Oh, look who it is. Little fucking kitten. Nervous as a cat. Deal 10 staggered damage to self. We P-space this, yeah? Punt. I've never been more ready to punt a cat. Finally. Finally. It is done. GG. Thank you, Master Flank. Cat, indeed, Frisk. What are you up to?
커피콩을 솎아내는 중이야.
Kopiko.
이게 보기보다 손이 많이 가거든.
That should be a good time.
나도
It's much easier in the realization. We'll see.
그리고 로보토미사의 직원들도 손님과 마찬가지로 속가진 거야. 개인이 어떤 욕망을 품고 있든 속한 사회에서는 아래로 속가질 뿐이지. 보이지 않는 거대한 폭력이 개인을 묶어두고 있어.
사람과 사람이 맞닿고 살려면 규칙이 필요한 법이지. 오히려 그런 규칙조차 없으면 더 개판일걸?
규칙이 필요하다는 건 동의해. 하지만 왜 전부 극단적일까? 뒷골목의 조직이든 해결사든 날개든 사람의 희생을 전제로 세운 규칙들인데 말이야.
쫓고 쫓기고 빼앗고 빼앗기는 게 당연한 거야. 어쩔 수 없는 것에 대해 머리 싸매봤자인데 넌 참 유별나네.
네가 겪은 고통과 상실도 어쩔 수 없는 일이야? 너는 도시 이야기를 담담하게 말해. 그럴 수밖에 없는 거라며. 정말 아무런 감흥이 없어서일까? 아니면 애써 불합리함에 대해 외면하는 걸까?
그래, 우리는 그냥 거대한 파도에 휩쓸리는 것뿐이니까 그저 물이 흘러가는 대로 그 위를 빠르게 떠내려가기만 하면 돼.
롤랑도 도망치기 바쁘네. 난 둥지 출신이야.
그럴 것 같았어.
그것도 남들이 부러워하는 부잣집에서 태어났어. 잘하는 환경이든 뭐든 미래에 대한 걱정할 필요도 없는데 머리마저 좋았으니.
엄청난 엘리트 납셨구만.
그렇지? 다들 나 정도면 A사에 입사하고 거기서도 높은 자리 하나 꿰차는 건 일도 아니라고 기대했어. 실제로 내 누나나 동생들은 쉽게 날개에 입사했거든. 사람들이 절실하게 들어가고 싶다는 날개는 나에게 너무나 당연한 거였지. 난 왜 그리 지루한 회사에 입사하려고 목매나 이해도 못했고.
그 정도로 대단한 집안이야?
그런 집안에서 태어났어, 다니엘은. 그런데
Oh, yeah.
운명이란 게 정말 있나 싶게도 연이라고는 전혀 없을 거로 생각한 뒷골목에 발을 들였지.
부잣집 도련님의 일탈이었으려나.
그랬다면 낭만적이겠지만 길 가다 그냥 납치당한 거야. 나도 모르게 휘말렸어.
뒷골목 사람도 아니고 둥지 사람을, 게다가 그 중에서도 돈 있는 사람을 건드리다니. 뭐 어지간한 거물 조직이나 미친놈이었구만.
그게 사실은 카르멘과 칼리였어.
붉은 안개가 그랬다면
Okay.
뭐 납득해야지.
Yeah, because Ayan told her
정신 차리고
to.
보니 둘은 복신각신 말싸움을 하고 있더라. 칼리, 넌 예전부터 사람 얼굴을 잘 알아보지 못한다느니, 카르멘이 제대로 설명을 못했다느니. 듣고 있으니 웃음이 나더라고. 무슨 만담이라도 하는 줄 알았다니까?
사람을 착각했구만. 완전 헛똑똑이들이네.
그렇다니까. 그 둘은 정말 허당이었어. 듣자하니 카르멘의 연구비로 사기친 놈을 잡으려다 그랬다는데
Oh.
갈리 눈에는 내가 그 사기꾼처럼 보였나 봐. 난 대충 사과받고 돌아갈 줄 알았지. 원래 있던 곳으로. 그런데 카르멘이 참 뻔뻔하게 이왕 이렇게 된 거 잠깐 자기를 도와달라는 거야. 나같이 돈 냄새 풍기는 사람이 옆에 서 있기만 해주면 도움이 된다고. 난 얼떨결에 휩쓸려서 알겠다고 했지. 뭘 하려나 싶었는데 뒷골목 어딘가에서 일장연설을 하더라고.
뒷골목에서 헛소리하는 놈들은 널렸으니 이상한 광경은 아니겠지.
맞아. 나를 옆에 세워놓고 사람들 앞에서 하는 말이 뭔지 알아? 우리 모두 지쳐있고 마음에 병이 있다. 함께 극복할 수 있는 사람을 모집한다는 두루뭉술한 이야기만 늘어놓더라고.
완전 헛소리군.
그런데 그 허무맹랑한 소리를 너무 당당하고 열심히 말했어. 사람들은 고개만 흘끗하고 제 갈 길을 가는데 말이야. 카르멘은 내가 본 사람들과는 무척 달랐지. 가지 않는 길을 가려는 사람의 눈과 목소리였어. 이런 사람도 세상에 있구나 싶었지. 그렇게 작은 연설이 끝나고 카르멘은 날 바래다 줬어. 그리고 돌아가는 과정에서 처음으로 보고 들었지. 내가 사는 세상과 너무나 다른 지옥 같은 풍경들을. 카르멘과 칼리는 뒷골목에서 어떤 일이 벌어지는지, 그리고 둥지의 사람들은 얼마나 의미 없이 착취당하고 있는지를 알려줬어. 그날 둥지에 돌아오고 알지 못하는 죄책감에 밤새 몸을 떨었지.
세상 물정 모르는 도련님이 어설픈 정의감에 눈 떴군.
맞아. 어설프다면 어설펐지.
그냥 재수없는 하루라고 생각하고 일상으로 돌아갈 수 있었을 텐데.
그러게. 하지만 그럴 수 없었어. 그래서 카르멘의 연구팀에 내가 들어가 버렸지.
그렇게 간단히? 중간 과정이 너무 없는데?
당연히 집안에서 여러모로 문제가 많았는데 그런 건 사소한 거니까. 내 능력을 사람들을 위해 쓰고 싶었어. 더 나은 세상을 만들고 싶었다는 마음은 진심이었던 거야, 다니엘은.
지금의 너에게도 그 마음이 좀 남아있나?
그래, 아직 남아있어. 그리고 올바르게 바꾸고 싶어. 이 다음이 있다면 말이야.
다들 너처럼 마음에 여유가 있을 거로 생각하지는 마. 네가 그런 배부른 소리 할 수 있는 것도 전부 풍요로웠던 삶 덕분이니까. 난 이만 가보련다.
Huh. Interesting. At the start of the scene, gain strength and protection equal to the number of allies currently alive, subtracted by 2. If the value is less than 0, feeble and fragile will be inflicted instead. Okay. At the start of the scene, numbered targets are placed on up to 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 enemies, depending on the number alive. Depending on the number of allies currently alive. Each time a target is attacked in the correct order, increase outgoing damage by 3 for the scene. If an ally redirects an attack that was initially targeting this character, dice on that ally's page gain 1 to 2 power in the clash. If an ally redirects an attack that was initially targeting this character. Okay. Okay. Alright, which one's next? The Book of Ozma. I was just playing Ruina. Yo mama, welcome to the stream. What party you on? Alright, what do we have here? Revive. On the first scene, uses combat pages that awaken all jacks and inflict oblivion on a librarian. Afterwards, follows a unique pattern of behavior that cycles every 4 scenes. Agony of the Deprived. After a librarian with oblivion is restored from the status, all resistances of this character change to fatal at the start of the next scene and uses a mass attack page. Repeats the pattern afterwards. Excuse me. After 2 cycles have passed, all staggered damage resistances of this character change to fatal. at the start of the next scene and use an extremely powerful mass attack page. Huh. This one is rather annoying, but as long as you keep your eye peeled, you should be good. Powder of Life, Mass Summation. On use, inflict oblivion on target. On use, awaken all jacks, okay? So we're starting with a mass summation. That's fun. We gotta roll 15. Face yourself. Just finished Sway Section 2. Oh, so you just got started not long ago then. From the sound of it, yo mama. What does Oblivion do? Oblivion. After Librarian with Oblivion is restored from the status. I guess we'll see. We will find out together. Violet Blade. Power affects this die ×2. We have slash power 1, slash dice power +2, deal 50% additional damage with attacks. So that's actually a +4, which means a 9 to 19. I mean, technically, yes. Hello, you're out of SOTC, but technically you're still facing part of the game, which is for SOTC. You know, that is a very valid point. Fair enough. 4, 8. I feel like we're better off going here with Violet Blade. Oof, all right. This is a bit trickier. Increase the power of defensive die by +2. Let's go here. Page draw. Light gain, inflict smoke. That'll be it. Let's try that. All right, we tie on one. That was real close for us, and not in a good way. That was a bad. That was a good. That was a good. All right. Goodness me. Snake Slit min roll is a 6 because of the 2 slash and power boost. Good point. Good point. The Purple Terror, the strongest page in the game. Next to spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. The strongest page in the game. Are you referring to Gabura by chance? Emotional turbulence. Emotional turbulence. So they're copying pages that I have. Oh shit. So that's what Oblivion does. 9. All combat pages change to unique ones. On hit, regain a random combat page from the original deck. So I need to attack here and here. Okay. You have to beat the stuffing out of one of these guys with the Oblivion guy. Yo, you. You? What's up, rat? Yo, hello. The correct one flashes when hit. As in, there will be a little effect. Jack of the South, gain 2 strength, gain 2 endurance, 2 haste, 3 stagger damage. Huh. Alright. How's it hanging? A little to the left. How about you, rat? Same here. There you go. There you go. It'll flash orange on the screen. You'll hear a different sound effects when you hit it as well. Got it. That is good to know. Osmo's pretty ignorable? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, can't use the other libraries. I'll find the real Jack as well. Good. That was going to be my follow-up question. No orange. No orange. So the top left and bottom right. Oh, there it is. That's the one. Emotional turbulence, the bottom left. So this guy, the start of the scene gains strength and protection equal to the number of allies alive. Purple Terror. So we need to absolutely slaughter his ass. Do I just focus on him? Use combat pages of the Librarian. Only one of the Jacks that awaken is real. The rest are fakes. Whenever Librarian with Oblivion hits the real Jack, it gives back a combat page that was stolen. Excuse me. Combat page was stolen from them. Screen blinks when the real Jack is hit. Steal or be stolen. After the Librarian with Oblivion hits the real Jack 9 times, all Jacks die. If the condition isn't fulfilled within 3 scenes of Oblivion being applied, the Librarian with the status turned into a pumpkin. Next scene. Afterwards, the real Jack transforms into Jack Revived and permanently uses the key pages. Alright, that's pretty dangerous. So we go here, here. We redirect you to here. Just all in the real Jack with the Oblivion status nugget while stealing the clash with another Librarian. Yep, that makes perfect sense. And then I guess I clash with all these others just to kind of buy myself some time and avoid damage. Yes, no, maybe? I really want to clash against Squash just to make sure I'm not getting squashed via paralysis. Because obviously paralysis is not great. Yep, okay. Cool. I will do that then. Let's go there. Let's go there. And there. Frost. Next Mario Kart World stream when? It was actually going to be Sunday. I was going to try to drive around the entire border of the map and time it. But I have to plot it better because there is a way you can technically do it. I've just got to look more into it. So hopefully if I ever get time to look into that more, I have an idea. Yeah. I have the makings of a plan, if you will. Okay, so we should hit it 6 times. The next turn will be another 9. Yeah. All right, dagger press. To nowhere. Go. There we go. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Okay. Gleaning. After attacking an enemy with a high amount of stagger resist, deal 2 to 4 stagger damage and recover 2 to 5 stagger resist. Yep. Uh-oh. We've only got 1 Oblivion left. I guess we'll have to make it count, won't we? There, we're going to multi-slash. There, I guess. You can hit it with the other pages as well? Oh, okay. In that case... Does it die whenever I take everything back? After Librarian hits the real Jack 9 times, all Jacks die. Okay. Do I really even need to clash with these other Jacks then? Like, at all? It's gonna die before anything else rolls. Like, this will roll first. And then what happens when all Jacks die? After Librarian with Oblivion is restored from the status, all resistance of this creature, of this character, changed to Fatal at the start of the next scene. And use the mass attack page, repeats the pattern afterwards. Excuse me. You can hit it with the other pages as well. I read that already. Oblivion is still the most consistent way to get the 3 hits if you unoppose it anyway, but it's up to you. Well, my thinking is, why don't we just throw everything else at this thing, since they're all going to disappear after this hits. Because this hits unopposed, which means we could then execute. Go ahead and multi-slash. Fleet Edge. Gap. No. Actually, I'm changing my tune. Actually, what actually makes the most sense here is reasonable light gain and or page draw where possible. And maybe endurance makes sense for the clash. And also inflicting some smoke I could see the potential of. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So this ends all the Jacks. All the Jacks die after this. Okay. Uh-huh. Now Oblivion. Oblivion eventually go forth. 2, 3. There we go. All the other Jacks are dead now. Okay. Yep. Alright. Interesting. At the start of the scene, numbered targets are placed on up to 3 2-2-1-1 enemies, depending on the number of allies currently alive. Each time a target is attacked in the correct order, increase outgoing damage by 3 for the scene. That sounds tricky. I want to try it. Okay. Where's the number? Stepping Stone 1. The Librarian with the Abnormality page deals 3 more damage whenever they attack a target in the right order. How do I attack in the right order? Or because it's the only one, do I just have to attack it? Nay, mine pumpkins. Your pumpkins are no more. I don't know why I did that. Please disregard. There. Guidance. There's only one enemy, so you just attack it. Oh, cool. Okay. So free damage boost, essentially. is what you're telling me. Will. Fleet Edge. Violet Blade. Oh, God. Yeah, Violet Blade does so much damage right now. Vapor. Well, then again, 9 to 19. I think Violet Blade still does such a ridiculous amount of damage. It's a mass individual, though. We avoid the first feeble hit, which I guess is all that matters. And there's a chance we could stagger if we absolutely overwhelm this thing. We out of dice? Indeed we are. There's only one thing left to do. As for how it works with multiple enemies, I wouldn't know because I never use that page. Are there just better pages at your disposal at this point in the game? I assume, from the sound of it. Let's see, 7 and a 3 versus inflicting a bunch of bleed. I think we go there. We're going to overcome Crisis as well, and Trace of Fumes. So we're going to hit it with everything. Here we go. Yeah, come on. Uh-huh. That's fine. Boom. Bop. Bing, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand. Yep. I think we staggered. We did. Let's freaking go. Whole lot of gimmicky Abno pages on this floor, but what are Abno pages if not gimmicky? Honestly, I did not expect to kill it there. I thought we'd have to go one more. Okay, cool. Chat, thank you for the help. There's just like Cartier and a warm heart. Gleaning is also pretty good for an Abno page. So, from the sound of it, Chesed doesn't have, like, a ton of great pages. Whoa. Increase the cost of combat pages by 1. All dice gain 3 to 4 power is insane. Not a ton, but there are some standouts. Like Power of the Past? That sounds wild. Add an Oblivion. Page to hand. Cost 3. Immobilize for the scene. Cannot be targeted. At the end of the scene, recover 40% of max HP and fully restore light. The page is also included in the deck at the start of subsequent acts. Rake is situational, but can be useful for realization if you know what you're looking for. When a librarian takes lethal damage, nullify it and recover 20% of max HP. Can only activate once per reception. Huh. Have you prepared yourself to view the final episode of the Floor of Social Sciences story? No. That is going to be for next time because it is already... That was fast. I feel like time flew tonight. It's already after 8 and we started early. Is that weird to anyone else? Does it feel like we caught up quickly to, like, time? I don't know. The stream didn't feel short as much as it just felt quick. Anyone else relate to that? Anyway. I'm going to go try to get some dinner and get a little bit of work done before bed, and we'll see what happens from there. I will not be live, before anyone goes, I will not be live this Friday. I kept saying Friday, but that's out of force of habit. We will be live Thursday. My wife's birthday is Friday, so I will be spending that day. That will be, my undivided attention will be on her. I'm sure you can understand. So Thursday, we will do a stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Thursday, the 12th. And then hopefully by Friday, I'll still have a video going up, even though there's no stream. So, yeah. That'll be that. I think that's about it. That leaves me 2.5 days to get a script and a full edit done. Oh, God. All right, well, until then, I will see you all next time. And as always, stay frosty and stay humble.